Donnie Walsh, who is the president of basketball operations for this club. And Donnie, after a couple of years of sort of regathering and getting that cap space, now in year 3 under the regime with you and Coach D'Antoni, it seems like the Knicks are headed in the right direction. Are you the most excited about the New York Knicks organization right now than you've been since you've been here?
Yeah, I would have to say so, Rick, because, you know, we finally put a team together that kind of fits, and I think can go out and compete. We've so far have had a terrific training camp here. The players have worked extremely hard, and I think we have, you know, upgraded our team both from the standpoint of size, athleticism, and, you know, with a couple of guys like Amare and Felton that, you know, have proven themselves to be good players in the league. So I think if you put that together with some of the guys we had, which we liked and kept, and then some of the other fellows that we added, we feel like, you know, we've got more players and they fit in the right positions. They can play Mike's system. I think Mike's system will be good for them. And so, yeah, I think in that sense I'm excited. I think it's going to be a year where we look at our team and evaluate it. We're going to expect to try to win every single game. But as the season goes on, we're going to evaluate and see where we are and what we have to do to go to the next level.
Well, Donnie, it looks like what you've been able to do this past season in terms of, as you mentioned, bringing in players who really fit Mike's system. The skill set, obviously, tremendously high. Experience is going to be something that develops over time. But when you look at what this team's been the last 2 years, what were some of your big concerns coming in terms of where you wanted to improve, and do you feel like you've addressed most of those issues?
I feel like we have, as far as putting the team together for this year. Because we have a lot of young players, I don't know that, you know, what level each one of those will end up at. My feeling is that some of them are going to be at a pretty high level. And that's both guys that were here and also fellows that we brought in. But I think until we know that, we're not going to know exactly, you know, who do we have to be a sidekick for Amari. We know Felton can bring the ball up and can fit into Mike's system. I think actually would prefer to play the way Mike plays than any other way. So our job is to look and see, do we have a guy here who can take over at the end of a game along with Amari? And he could be here, or we may have to look for him. We don't know. But I believe in order to have a good team, you have to be able to go big and small during the year. I think we can do that. I think that you have to have a full team. You can't just rely on 6, 7 people. And I think we have the ability to have that if things develop the way they should. So, you know, what we've got to see is how good are some of the players that are second and third year players right now. We know they're good, but can they go to a higher level than where they're at now?
And Donnie, speaking of second and third year players, we're looking right now at third year man Anthony Randolph, the key from the Knicks perspective in the David Lee trade. We understand that it's a maturation process with this 21-year-old phenom. What is your thinking on how long it will take for him to, you know, be a double-double guy, be a fan favorite at Madison Square Garden? Do you think it can be this year? Are you planning for it to be his 4th year in the league? Or where are you at with your thinking on Anthony Randolph?
Well, that's something I don't think you plan. I think we're going to play him, and we're going to find out exactly where he is, and then we're going to coach him to get where we think he should be. You know, the way he's played in this training camp, he's played very well. He's very good defensively. In addition to blocking shots, he can guard guys on the perimeter. He's got the ability to get the rebound and bring it up the court. He's got the ability, I think, to get to the basket and, you know, and throw down on you. He will get fouled. He's showing signs that his shooting is coming up, and that's something, if he gets that, he's going to be very difficult to guard. So I think he's obviously got a bright future, and that's exactly what I was talking about when I answered your last question. Where is he and where is he going to be? Where is he right now and where is he going to be, and how long is it going to take him to get there?
Well, Donnie, it's going to be fun to watch. That we know for sure. As you said, the pieces are in place for the D'Antoni system, and they really haven't been that in the last 2 years here with the New York Knicks. That is the case this year, and we'll be watching along with you as these New York Knicks improve. Donnie, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg and Rick. Thank you very much.